What's up, everyone? We're going to start soon as we are going to count down the top 10 fight scenes or action scenes from MCU movies in honor of Shang-Chi. Alright. Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be our 123rd episode. As you can see, Albert ain't here today.
Yay!
Let's rejoice. Let's take in the moment there
Take
with
the
Albert
moment.
not being here anymore.
Let the chat go wild.
But yeah, so today, there will only be the three of us, me, Kelvin, Ariq, and Teguh.
You're not explaining why Albert isn't coming.
I was gonna say, Albert
Oh, okay.
is not here because he went to, I think, his friend's wedding, I think, which is like across, what is it?
Well,
State?
he lives in Georgia, and his friend's wedding was in Iowa. So
Yeah, you do the math.
I know it's pretty far. I'm just not sure how far.
You do the math.
Also,
But
he was
yeah.
too busy hitting on the bridesmaid. So
Oh, for God's
Mhm.
sake.
And today we are going to count down our top 10 MCU fight/action scenes, I suppose. Yeah. Because Shang-Chi is out, but none of us has watched it yet because, man, Japan's theater is expensive.
I didn't watch because I don't want to get COVID Delta.
Man, the Cove is dangerous right now in Indonesia, so
It's very
I
dangerous
suggest
here,
I suggest you to not go to theater either, Rick.
yeah. Yeah, so we're all stuck here.
I'm sorry, but you guys will have to wait 45 days until it reaches streaming. Then we can watch Shang-Chi.
Late review.
Late review. But don't worry. Of course, we are still going to do our what if review for episode 4, which is what if Doctor Strange lost his heart, something like that, right?
Yeah, that was the title.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but first of all, we are going to do our the top 10 MCU fight/action scenes in order of Shang-Chi. So um, there are some rules when we are making the whole list, I guess. Arik, would you care to explain the rule a little bit?
All right. So for this top top 10 fight scenes, we are ranking the top 10 fight scenes from specifically MCU movies. So and the rules are the first rule is that we cannot include big battles. There's reasons for this. Obviously, big battles like whole armies doesn't really count as a fight. That's like a whole battle. And second, if we
Yeah.
were to include them, our number one would have been very obvious, which is
Yeah.
all three of us would have chosen the portal scene from Endgame. So like to remove that and add more diversity.
Yeah, I feel like if
obviously,
if you're allowed to choose big battles, Battle of New York, Endgame fight scene, that will be there for sure. Like
Yeah,
top 1 and 2, of course.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. So to keep it
So, yeah.
diverse, we'll have to keep it more to the lower end. And
Yeah.
what is it? The
Wait,
second
but
rule
however, we can out of those big battles, we can choose like moments, I guess, from it.
specific moments on the fight. Yeah, that is allowed.
Yeah. All right, something like that. And second rule?
And the second rule is that we're not allowed to choose the same like movie like more than
The same
once.
action from the same movie.
Yeah. Because like for example, Civil War has a lot of different fight scenes, and you can only pick one of any of them really.
Mm-hmm.
So so it's again diversity.
So
that's the rules.
So basically all from our top 10 here. Every one of them will be from different movies. Yeah.
Is it?
All right.
Did I?
Right?
Okay, I
You
did.
guys.
I
Hey,
did.
you made the rules.
I was like, wait,
You made the
did
damn
I-
rules.
You
did
made
I
the damn
break-
rules.
Did I break it by accident? Okay, no, we're good.
I should probably list down the movies here just so I make sure. So I'm sure I didn't accidentally break the rules.
You
Oh
should.
yeah,
Yeah.
huh?
And of course, at the end, we are going to do the whole what's the name? We're going to make like the councilman, kind of top 10, I guess, minus Albert. That's
Minus Albert.
yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, I forgot to mention. Remember, guys, we're doing the punt system. So just to clarify how that works, if your list is on a top 5, but somebody else has it on not a top 5, like 6 to 10,
Mhm.
it will be not. We won't discuss the fight scene, or well, we won't talk about or discuss the fight scene until that person,
Later.
reaches it.
Until it reached the one in top 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We kind
Yeah,
of
just to
forgot
collect
about that rule when you're doing our
the anime.
thing.
Yeah, the anime list. I was like, wait, what are we supposed to do? Like, I had this anime at number 1, but you guys have it like
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on,
So yeah, let's just get started, I guess. Yeah. We still have a review to do at the end.
Are
Yeah.
you ready?
All right. So let's get started.
Let's
So
get started.
all right.
You go first. It goes.
All
Oh,
right.
my camera's blurred. Okay, it goes you, me, and then Teguh. So you can see this is the
All right.
orientation.
All right. Starting from number 10.
Number 10. Oh, shit.
Number 10. Okay. Number 10 for me is from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 when
Mhm.
Yondu's arrow basically kills the whole damn ship.
Aha.
Spaceship.
Pod. You have to pod. We're not discussing this.
Oh, it's a punt? Oh, it's a
It's a
punt
punt.
directly.
It's a punt,
Okay.
immediate punt. Damn.
Immediate
Immediate
punt. Damn.
punt.
Okay. All right. Immediate punt. All right.
So we'll have to hold on to this.
Ooh.
It's a very...
All right. All right. Go next. Moving on. Ariq.
All right, so we're moving on to my 10th. What do you call it? 10th
Number
fight
10.
scene. So the number 10 for mine is from Ant-Man, the first one in 2015. Is it? I think this one was released.
Yeah.
It's basically the final fight between Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket. There you want?
Oh, all right. I got that as my number
Punt.
9.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's a punt again? Dude,
Where's this stupid?
what a start.
Wow, 2 punts.
What a start. Okay.
This is brilliant.
Okay, all right.
Wait,
I
that's the one with
guess.
Rick, that's the one with Thomas the Tank Engine, right?
Yes.
Yes,
There
Yeah,
you
yes,
yeah,
yes.
punt.
Yeah.
All right. Go on. Okay, so Teguh, you're number 10. Damn. You're starting off
Teguh, you're
with
number
punts.
10.
Right. Let's see.
I swear to God, we're
I
gonna punt as well.
have from
He's
Age
got
of
a punt.
Ultron, the Hulkbuster scene.
Ooh, wait, why did I think of that?
Is it a punt? No
No
punt?
No
No
Alright.
punt. Okay.
That is
Okay.
in
Okay.
my... Alright, that is your number 10. That is my number 6.
Oh, almost
Yeah.
punt.
Almost punt.
Almost punt. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course, Age of Ultron has a lot of good fight scenes,
Mm.
but there was just something fun about watching an Iron Man suit beat the shit out of Thor. I'm not Thor. I'm out of Hulk.
Cool.
And I don't know. I love what was it called? Not
Which-
Maria, but like you know the thing that
What is it?
sends in the extra parts if something breaks.
Oh, yeah.
The satellite, yeah.
Yeah, the satellite
that-
thing.
I really like. At first, I was like, "Yo, is that a big Iron Man suit?" And then I saw the big satellite. Like, I mean, yeah, it came from a big satellite, right? But then, like, when like his arm broke, and then a new one just came in, boom, boom. I was like, "Yo!" I mean,
That is, yeah.
yeah, again, there are a lot of like cool scenes, like in the end scene, especially like with Ultron and all of that, and we get to see Wanda and Quicksilver, but the just that like beginning section and just seeing like how Tony Stark made something to try to deal with thing, and then there's some comedy in it as well. Like go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Okay. Yeah. True.
And then it ends with like, hopefully go, bonk.
Damn.
That was pretty good for me. So you know what? Yeah, number 10. That's my
Alright.
number
Oh,
10.
that's
Well,
number
Kelvin, you
10.
explain why
Okay.
it's your. What was it?
It,
This is
it
my
was
number
almost.
6.
I'm actually not sure if it should be my 10 or my 9, but I put it at 10.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I put in my number 6 just because it's like when I was making the list, like I make the list. If I remember the scenes, that means it's a good fight scene, right?
Yeah,
It's a good
yeah,
action
yeah.
scene. So, and this is like the first few that comes to my mind instantly. Like Hulk versus the Hulkbuster is like you don't really get to see Hulk getting someone actually going toe to toe with Hulk that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So when that happened, it's yeah, and then like Tony Stark, with the whole arm thing, the machine thing, from the satellite coming, replacing the arm. Damn, that was really cool. And then you know, just the whole like the destruction it caused. That's really fun to watch. And then how Tony Stark tries to minimize the destruction when he like demolish a whole construction thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Basically, that's
yeah, yeah.
how the fight ends. Like he just brought down the tower on top of.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he kind of like just like by the building now.
But yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, Teguh pretty much says all I want to say for that fight scene in particular.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn, completely forgot about that scene. That's why it's not on my list.
I'm
I think it
surprised you
should have
forgot
been.
about that. Damn.
I mean, Age
I'm
of Ultron
surprised.
was like the worst Avenger movie. It wasn't bad,
It
but it
is
was the worst. It was the worst movie of the
The weakest.
Avengers.
Let's
the
call it the
weakest one.
weakest.
It's the weakest. Yeah,
The thing is that movie has a lot of setup for like other movies kind of thing.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
So
move on to your number 9, Kelvin.
now move to you because my number 9 is Pantot.
Oh wait, what was your number 9?
It was the Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket.
All right. All right. It was wanted by the. Oh well.
So
Okay, fine. My number 9 is. My number 9 is Dormammu. I've come to bargain.
oh, okay.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay.
I
Oh,
choose a
no one
different fight
picked it.
scene from that movie.
I didn't put it on
Alright,
my list.
alright, fair enough. Okay,
Okay.
so I put this one because it was kind of, you know what? It was kind of a troll, like, what is it? Scene for a fight scene because, like, you don't actually get to see them fight toe to toe. It was a pretty one sided, like, fight scene. Basically, like,
Mhm.
Doctor Strange keeps getting killed over and over and over and over, like, so many times. And it's just like him,
Yeah.
come back to bargain. I've come back to, I've come to bargain. I've come to bargain. And I was like, wait a minute, is this all the fight scene? I just like, oh, wait, this is all of it. So I thought it was kind of like an amusing way to actually like beat your opponent by out. You beat your opponent by losing. Okay, that's how do you do that? Right?
That's
How do
some
you do
next
that?
level shit right there, you know.
That is
That
next
is
level.
that's
Yeah,
like big brain,
imagine like going 50-0 against a person, but you win.
You win by losing.
You win by losing. That is, it's just like the concept behind it, and I like it's such a troll. So that's why I put it up there at number 9 because it's not just some fight scene, but of course it was still kind of dumb to be honest. Like I didn't expect some big magical thing to happen, but
Yeah.
they were just
It,
like
it is it
out
is
to
very
bargain.
creative for a fight scene.
It's very creative, but
Technically.
it's still
Yeah.
it's I like it because it's dumb, but I don't like it that much because it's dumb.
It's definitely up. What's the name? Almost made it to my list. More like for what's the name? Honorable mention kind of thing. The
Honorable
only reason I
mentions, yeah.
didn't put it in is
Uh-huh.
because well, when I was making the list, I didn't really. It's like it is. Yeah. I was thinking I want more action. I guess in my top 10 kind of
Yeah, fair
thing.
enough. Yeah, yeah, and this thing is just like a troll. Literally,
Basically a
just
troll.
how to
Yeah.
debate a destructive god or something. So yeah,
All right.
that's my number 9. Right, moving
Okay.
down into Teguh.
Moving on. Teguh, number 9.
I don't know how to. I don't know what the name of the scene is, but it's the scene in basically the last part in Iron Man 3, where all the
Okay.
Iron Man suits gather and
That's
they
my
fight.
that's on my
the-
list.
Okay, is
Ooh.
it getting punted?
No, it's not. It's number 7.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's
give
my
me
number
number
9.
Okay. Okay.
So for me, I like that one because do I really need to say? I mean, come on, it's like all the different versions of like Iron Man suits that like Tony Stark has been working on, and he's just like, yeah, nope, come on over, and they're all autopilot, and they're all like working, and then like Iron Man just switching around them. I don't have much to say other than it was just really fun to watch a bunch of
like-
Iron Man suits.
As much as Iron Man, as much as Iron Man 3 got like flagged by being like, people say it's the worst like Iron Man movie basically. But I don't know, that fight scene is like, that final fight is super cool. Like Teguh said, it's like seeing all different suits. Like we see suits that he never wore, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
those.
yeah.
So yeah, seeing all the varieties of Iron Man suits is just really cool. And then like the different like thing they can do. Like no, the I don't know what it's called. I think in the game it's called like Iron Man skeleton, something like that. The suit that can like, what's the name? The hand go like, they can disassemble itself, but it's still kind
Oh
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
working kind of thing. Yeah, and then there's a jackhammer one on the bridge. That was really cool.
Yeah, and then I remember his name was Igor, the one that could like hold up the falling
The
crane.
big,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
big,
No,
the
I
really
still,
big
that
one.
hold up crane.
I still forgot when Iron Man 3 like trailer dropped that time. Was it him? I thought that was the Hulkbuster.
Oh,
Or like a prototype of it, at least. That's what I thought back then.
I could have been a prototype for it, you
yeah,
know.
it
Could have
was
been.
set before, yeah, Avengers.
But yeah,
thing.
that whole fight, that whole scene was really cool. It's like, well, especially when like the robot, all the suits comes in the first time, and then they all pose in the while flying kind of thing. And it's like,
Yeah,
Merry
yeah.
Christmas, buddy! Woo! Woo!
So good, so good.
Christmas indeed. Yeah, and then yeah, like they say, switch. Iron Man just kind of like jumping off like I don't know, the thing, like the construction thing, and then like
Yeah,
getting on the suit and getting the suit getting shot out, and he has to run around, change to another suit. That was really cool. Yeah, yeah.
I
So yeah,
remember that, yeah. Oh,
that is my number 7. Yeah, on my list. That's the goose. What, number 9, right?
I
9.
think it's number 9, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All
I'll
right,
be
then.
honest. I didn't do a very good job of ranking some of these, but you know what? I don't have any last minute changes, so I'll stick with what I have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now, I guess mine, right? Yeah.
This is your
So
number
my
8.
number 8. Yeah, my number 8 is from Doctor Strange. Celius versus Doctor Strange in the I guess London
Oh, is
fight,
it
house fight, I guess.
London House Fight?
Yeah. I was thinking of that. I did consider that one, but
That's
No,
the one that that's what I fell asleep, I think, in the cinemas.
I thought you fell asleep
that
when
is really
Ancient
good.
One punched Doctor Strange out of the body for the first time.
No, not
No,
that.
no,
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 it was
no.
later. It was later in the
I fell
movie.
asleep on that though. What you
Yeah,
just
it was that
mentioned.
fight. Yeah, that's when I fell asleep.
All I know is in this scene is like, I don't know. I just like when, what's the name? When the room kind of like shifted, like, kind of like
Yeah,
Inception kind of thing, and they all
when
like
it all
fall to the side. When the whole room is spinning, and then like, basically, the magic fight was really cool. And then like when the magic rope comes to save like Doctor Strange and stuff. The magic rope actually got fight scene as well in there. Yeah. I don't know. It's just overall really cool. I think, I don't know. I just find it, creative, the fights. I guess something like that. How the environment kind of changes, and with the portal and everything.
yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
that was really cool.
It was a magical fight. Yeah,
It was a
it was
magical
interesting.
wonder.
Magical
Uh,
wonder.
I was really like, what's the name? What you call that? Kind of like, I don't know if I want to choose this, or like when, I think when Doctor Strange is like running outside with, who's his who's the other guy? Mordo?
Oh, the one that
Yeah,
the
the one
black
that
guy.
turns evil.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one that turns
him.
evil.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I was either thinking of that or this. what's the name? Because that one it got really cool. You get to see like the world kind of like going through the Inception thing. That was really cool. But I ended up choosing this. More of a fight scene again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I
Yeah,
just like
that's
how
good.
creative it is to use the magic. It's not just a straight up magic fight,
Yeah,
basically.
it was very trippy.
Yeah, it was very trippy. Yeah, yeah. All right, so that's my number 8.
Alright, that's your
Okay, so
number
all
eight.
right,
Okay.
what's your number 8?
Okay, so my number 8 is from Black Panther. It's
Ooh.
basically in the final battle, not the final battle. 'Cause that's not allowed. In the final battle, Black Panther was fighting against Killmonger when they were wearing the Black Panther
Oh, the,
suit. I
the
think he
Black
was known
Panthers?
as yeah. I think Killmonger was called what? Gold? Is it like Golden Jaguar or something? I
I think so.
remember.
I don't
Yeah, so he
remember.
was in. So yeah, he was in that. He was basically in the vibranium suit as well. And to be honest, I just like the cinematography and everything. Where they fought, like the area they fought. It's like an actual like video game stage where they fought inside the
In the train.
mountain.
In
Yeah,
I
with
don't
the
know.
trains going
Yeah,
across as
yeah, yeah.
well. Yeah, and also like just because like I just like the choreography on that thing on the fight scene because Black Panther is like one of the like
The best
best fighters
martial
in
arts. Yeah.
best martial arts in like the MCU, and Killmonger is practically like at the same level of like fighting capability. So I thought like, oh damn, the fighting is like really really badass. But they were also include like their vibranium like powers and shit as well in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's just a really well done fight scene.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
agree. I
properly
agree.
well done fight scene. Yeah, that's why I like it.
And it's really cool when like at the end it's like when Black Panther like stabs Killmonger, right?
Yeah, when
That's the
he
end, right?
waited for that magnetic train to like disable his armor,
The
and then
suit.
he
Yeah, yeah.
he opened the
Yeah,
opening.
yeah.
Yeah. That was creative. That
That was cool. That was cool. Just
was a
like
cool
the
fight
knife
scene.
flipping and just like
Damn.
and then Killmonger's just like no. Okay, I'm dead.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
dead. Yes, that is exactly what happened. Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Understandable. Yeah. That is, however, Ariq, not even in my honorable mentions.
Wow, you did
Ooh.
not honor. You do not honor.
Ooh.
I do not honor
You do not
I do not
honor the
honor the
Black
Wakanda.
Panther. The Wakanda. You do not honor the Black Panther.
I do not honor that.
did
Indeed.
did Teguh even honor the Black Panther? Actually,
Did
did
you honor
Teguh
the
even
Black
think?
Panther, Teguh?
Did Teguh actually think of Black Panther?
No, I did,
To be
but
honest.
I didn't put any on the
All
list.
right.
Damn. Alright, fair
Okay,
enough.
so Teguh, moving on to your number 8.
Damn, my number 8. That would
Let me see.
be
I'll see if this gets funded.
Non-existent.
yeah. This actually has a pretty high. I don't know. There's a chance it gets funded, but it's Spider-Man versus Mysterio.
Oh, I was thinking about that, but I was like, you know what, nggak jadi.
I don't remember anything from that, so
The
You
only reason
described
I
the
put it down
scene.
here, the only reason I put it down here was because the final battle, even though we now know it's all just effects from the drones and everything, but when Mysterio was like, now that's an Avengers level threat, they're like, it looks like really good shit, right? The animation and all the drones and
mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I was less the fighting itself wasn't that spectacular to me. It was just first of all it was the effects, and second of all it was just the whole setup. How like at the end we all think, oh yay, Spider-Man won, but it turns out that Mysterio still had like one last like um you're going down with me kind of trick up his sleeve. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what's going to lead into the new Spider-Man movie, right? Because Mysterio was like edited the movie and revealed that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, blah blah blah. So it was less. I know we're supposed to be ranking the fight scenes, but it was less the actual fight and more of the premise of the fight, I suppose, for
Fair
me.
enough. Yeah, setting is important, and I do like the premise because like that was all like illusion,
Yeah, that
drone
was cool.
illusion.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
Ah, fair enough.
Fair
It
enough.
did.
Yeah.
I think it did went into my honorable mentions, but it's mostly because okay, no, I remember they fought.
Honestly, I was trying to think of Spider-Man, any like Spider-Man fight scenes from Homecoming and Far From Home. I just
Yeah.
can't think of one.
Yeah, I don't know why. When I was thinking of their fight scenes, I was like, I like the movie, but the fight scenes are just, yeah, they're just pretty standard.
Spidey standard.
Spidey standard. Spidey standard, yeah.
Hiyo logo. Your list is catching strays here.
Oh
Stray.
no.
All right.
Alright.
Yes. Oh, what number was that? 8. What's that?
That was 8, yes.
I think it was 8. What's your number 8?
Well,
Wasn't it mentioned already?
yeah. No. So basically, no. So now we are going to number. You know what? Number 7 and 6. Mine is already mentioned. My number 7 is the Iron Man. Fight. Iron Man 3 final fight. Basically.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the goose. What, number 9 something? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll reiterate. I guess all the suits are there. It's really cool. Are get to see all the variant of the suit. Yeah, how it functioned differently, and it's Christmas, so bonus.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. It's bonus. All right.
It's a bonus. Yeah. Christmas movie.
All right. Yeah. So Ariq, you're number 7.
My number 7 is wait, what is this? Okay. It's from the Avengers, the first Avenger movie. It's the fight where not Captain America, the first Avenger, as in like the first movie of the Avengers.
Yes. I
Where
understood.
you sure? Are you sure?
Yes,
so,
Ariq.
so it's the fight between Thor, Iron Man, and Captain. So it
Captain.
started up
In
in
the
the
Oh
forest
yeah,
thing.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I didn't think of that, but that is a good one.
Yeah, in the forest. So it started with Thor like not hijacking, but he kind of like went inside the airplane and took Loki out. And then
Yeah.
Captain America and Thor like decided to attack the. Well, I remembered what Iron Man said. He was like, "I have a plan. Attack,
Attack.
attack." And then they fought in the what is it? They fought in like the forest.
Like in the
The reason
forest. Yeah.
the reason I put this all apart from like it was kind of an epic fight scene is actually mostly because of I guess nostalgia in a way because like at the time when Avengers came out, it was technically like their first assemble like movie, right?
Yeah. First Rambo movie.
Yeah, so like being able to see like 3 heroes in one scene like fighting each other was actually
Dude.
pretty. It's just a cool thing at the time. Okay, at the time that shit was like, damn.
It's like seeing that time was like like well I don't have an Iron Man action figure, but
Yeah,
it's kind of like having their toys and us like playing with it at
yeah,
home kind of thing,
basically like that. Yeah, it's like oh,
It feels like that, or like it's like playing a video game, man. You get to see the combo in a video game. Now you get to see it in a movie, which
yeah,
is something special.
it's just something special. Yeah, at the time, like back then, assemble movies wasn't really a thing. This is the first time. So that was like a cool like thing they did, and also the action scene itself is pretty cool and funny at the same time. I remembered one time like Thor used this lightning powers to zap Iron Man, and then like the AI, I forgot what her name was. Like the AI said, "Power at 200%." Oh, here we go.
Oh.
And he just like started like smashing him into the side of the cliff, and then the final part where like Thor tried to strike down with his hammer, to Captain America. He just fucking deflected it and like cleared the forest.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we'll call it a draw.
We'll call it a draw.
We'll call it a draw.
Honestly, from that fight scene, the one the when Thor hits Captain America's shield, that's like I don't know. For me, that's the most memorable part of the whole
Yeah.
fight scene. The end of it. It's just
You
like
want me to put the hammer down? Dong.
boom, and just like the whole forest. We're done.
Like, are we done? Damn.
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 That was really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I have it.
Alright, understandable.
How is this thing not punted, huh? Just don't like it.
That was in my honorable mention.
Oh, fair enough.
I
Yeah,
honestly
was-
didn't even think of that.
That was in my
Wow.
honorable mention.
All
All
right,
right.
all right.
Okay. All right. So, Teguh, your number 7.
It's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
The prison break scene with
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
you know, well, the whole
Yeah,
squad,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I put this
Particularly
in
Rocket, because
honorable.
Rocket was just really fun to watch, you know. I love the part where he's like, I'm gonna need your eye or like stuff like
I,
that.
yeah, I need your leg.
I'm gonna need your leg. You're
It's
like
like, oh, I actually don't need to. Like, what?
Yeah, I just want to see what happened to him. Was he like hopping around?
like there's nothing too special about the scene. It just feels like a regular old prison break scene, but the pure chaos and the entertainment, I guess, and I forgot what music was playing, but I know I like the music as well. I don't know, it's just the charm of it. I really
Yeah,
liked it.
yeah. Understandable. Yeah, that,
Mhm.
that that goes into my honorable mention as well. Yeah. Did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
did that come across your mind, Rick, when you're making the
I
list?
put it actually yes it did because this was the latest fight scene I saw on YouTube. Was just recommended.
Oh, Lamau.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what?
yeah. Yeah, I remembered one part was pretty darn badass. It's just like what's his name? Drax was like beating up some of the guards and stuff, and then Rocket
Mhm.
was on top of Groot, and then
Oh,
Drax was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
about little thing or something. He throws a gun at Rocket. Rocket's just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Part
the part I
was
was thinking of. That was the part I was thinking of when I wrote this down.
yeah, that part was like
Damn.
so badass. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. But like I was like thinking of the other scenes. I'm like, oh, but it wasn't top 10 worthy. It was awesome though. I like
Yeah,
that
it was
part.
awesome. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel
so
like in
there you
Guardian
go.
Galaxy, the Rocket is just really. It's like he's there in the coolest scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
in
how
the
a
Yondu arrow
raccoon.
killing scene thing, she's there.
Yeah. I like how a raccoon is just one of the coolest
Man,
characters.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And
And
also
like
from that
Weasel.
escape scene, it's pretty cool when what's the name? They have the whole zero gravity thing.
Yeah, they escaped on like a guard tower or something. It was weird.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
All right,
All
that was
right,
a good win. All right.
so what was it? That's number 7, right? Just now.
That was the goose number 7.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to my number 6, which is we already talked about it. The from Age of Ultron Hulkbuster scene.
Yeah, the Hulk. Yeah, we already talked about the Hulkbuster.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much. Same thing. Really cool fight scene. Funny. Yeah.
oh wait, why
All
was
right.
it
So
high? Why
yeah.
was it higher on your end than the go? You just like it.
Uh,
You just like it that much more.
I just like. I mean, like again, you don't see the Hulk getting beat up that much. So
Oh,
to see someone kind of like go toe to toe with him,
it's a big
it's
deal.
really cool. Especially the fact that it's Iron Man as well.
Oh yeah, I said like, what's his
And then like
ingenuity?
yeah, it's like I don't know. I guess the in the Incredible Hulk movie when he goes going against Abomination, it's
Mhm.
like it's I guess it's not that cool. I guess.
Because they're technically two of the same thing, like
Yeah,
buffed up gamma radiated people. But
yeah.
this
I
one's
don't
like
know.
an actual like
It
suit.
yeah. This on the actual suit, and then like the chaos it creates is just a lot more. I suppose.
Yeah, fair enough. Huh.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
so
and
that was your.
yeah. So that's my number 6, Hulk versus Hulkbuster scene from
All
Age of
right, fair enough.
Ultron. Okay, now moving on. Arik, your number 6.
All right. So my number 6 is Thor versus Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. It was the arena battle. Is
Mm-hmm.
that in anyone's list?
Mm.
Huh?
It's in my
Dang.
honorable mention,
Honorable mention.
which
Alright,
is
fair enough.
surprising because I like Ragnarok, but I'm trying to remember like specific scenes from it. I can't really
Yeah,
do that
yeah,
outside of when like Thor actually power up and like the lightning from his eyes and stuff. That was the only thing I remember, like truly remember.
yeah. Okay,
Right, yeah,
so
go ahead, Rick.
alright, so technically the reason I like Thor versus Hulk in the Ragnarok is kind of the same reason with my number 7, which is like Thor, Iron Man, and Cap, is because it's like there's cool moments and some funny moments in it So like when they started the fight, they were like
Mhm.
cheering for the Hulk, and then all of a sudden Thor was also like, "Yes!" They're like, "Wrong with this guy? He's a friend from
He's
work.
my friend.
He's a friend from work." That was quite funny. And then and the actual fight scene itself was pretty badass. Like I think at one point, um, Hulk was like wielding a hammer, like a gigantic war hammer, and like he
Mm.
beat up Thor with it, and Thor's just like, "Fuck it, okay." He took the hammer from the wall, smashed him against it. I was like, "Damn, that's actually pretty sick." Like their fight scene was like pretty cool, and they were also like, I thought like their arena, what do you call it, gear, kind of looked cool as well. I thought we'd get to see more of it, but well, apparently not.
I do
But
like Thor's like outfit in there, and the
yeah,
Hulk as well.
I like that he uses dual blades as well. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
He didn't really get to use it that much though. I think he parried once and then it's gone.
He parried once and lose sharpness. He
Yeah,
got no whetstones, right?
he got no weapon. Yeah. Yeah, and also like the part where like all of a sudden he tried to be like Natasha Romanoff, who was just like the sun's getting real low, and then he got hit in the face. This guy
Wait,
got
that
hit in the
happened? I don't remember that.
yeah, it did happen. That's what happened. He's like, oh, easy. The sun's getting real low.
I don't remember that at all.
And then another cool part before the fight ends is basically where Thor like awakened his god powers, where because he didn't have the hammer, but he started
Oh
like
right.
shooting the lightning and made
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
it? Hulk flew into the air. So that was like a cool moment as well. So yeah, just the fight scene just has everything. So it's funny, but it's also like really cool. So that's why I put it at 6.
Right. Okay. All right.
You're right.
All right. So what is this? Oh, what? Albert's here. Albert says hello.
Oh,
I'm here. What's up? And Simple Joe said, "Oh no, your presence altered the universe."
Alters the universe.
no, Albert, it's a what if.
It's a absolute point of no return.
Absolute point. Yeah.
All right. So that was. Yeah. That's a good pick for number 6. Okay.
Mhm.
So Teguh, what
Mhm.
is yours? Number 6.
My number 6 is same movie actually, Thor Ragnarok, but different scene.
Different scenes. Okay.
My
Okay.
scene was the ending of it when he was on the bridge.
Ah, yes, when they played that song, the immigrant
Dun, dun,
song.
dun, 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 dun,
Yes,
dun,
yeah,
dun,
when they
dun,
played
dun,
that
dun, dun,
song
dun,
and
dun, dun. Ah!
Thor
Ah!
actually just went full god mode, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. I was thinking of the Thor v Hawk one because I did like that a lot, but I don't know. I just liked the last bit a lot more. And
Understandable.
the ending of it, the ending of it's a meme. It's like you can't defeat me. I know, but he can.
Oh, I know.
It's a meme.
It's a meme.
It's it's a meme.
Need I say more?
Fair enough. Yeah, it is a meme. A very famous one.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Like I do. I was debating between like, do I put the Colosseum fight or do I put in the Rainbow Bridge fight? Is that what it's called? I'm gonna call it Rainbow Bridge. But yeah, no, I decided to go with the Rainbow Bridge fight.
Right, fair
Just
enough. Yeah.
for no clear reason, just because I liked it more.
Yeah, to be honest, like, because obviously the rule is we can't use the same like 2 scenes in one movie. So that's technically speaking, that would have probably in my list is like interchangeable probably, or maybe like
Hmm.
it's at number 7. But since we put the rule in effect, I decided what, I'll pick the more fun one. I know that one was pretty cool, but I'll pick the fun one.
Yeah, I went for the cool one. You went for the fun one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So far, yeah, that is our from what 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. There you go. Yeah. All right. So what's the thing? I guess let's just move on. I guess to the top 5.
Yeah, it is the top 5.
Yeah.
So Kelvin, what is your top 5? What is your number 5? I mean,
Wait. My top 5. is uh where is it? So my number 5 is I don't think it's in any of your lists, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's not. It's from Iron Man 2.
Oh, I don't have
It's
anything
from
from
Iron
Iron Man
Man
2.
2.
Yeah.
It's when Iron Man and War Machine fights the Hammer drones
Oh,
in
in
the
the
park
final,
thing.
the finals, the
Around
final
that end.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I just like
A good
the
pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I just really find it really badass when what's the name? Yeah, like back to each other, and then like just like bullets flying around, and then like I think War Machine just like cut the hammer drones in half by shooting at it.
I
I
also
just think
like
it's
the
really
bit
cool.
when like he used time to use the what's it called, the Widowmaker or something.
Oh yeah,
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 it just completely failed, and Tony's like hammer tech. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that seems really cool. And then when Whiplash actually appears, the whole actually that part wasn't that good, but when the hammer drones was there, that was really cool for that glorious few seconds.
Huh.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like from up until now, that scene is just so stuck in my head of Iron Man and War Machine killing those drones. Yeah, it's just really cool seeing all the bullets fly, all the lasers, cutting drones down. Yeah, yeah. So there you go. That's my number 5. The Iron Man and War Machine versus Hammer drones. It's not in any of your lists, isn't it?
No, because I don't recall Iron Man 2 very well. Like I think that's
It's
like
not the best movie. It's not the best movie.
No,
it was.
I picked a different scene. I have Iron Man 2, but I picked a different scene.
Oh,
Oh, a
really?
different scene.
That
Alright.
that was something I considered, but I decided to go for a different scene.
Okay. Alright. So Teguh. No, Avik, number 5.
My number 5 is um. Oh, there it is. Damn, I think close. My number 5 is from Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Um,
Okay.
yes, and it's the part where I forgot what the planet is called. So basically, it's where the Guardians, Iron Man, Spider Man, and Doctor Strange were fighting Thanos in the planet Titan. I think it was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Thanos' home planet. So like, yeah, I picked that fight scene because like, obviously, it's like we're seeing basically like an unlikely, what do you call it, group, because like it was Guardians and
Wait. Okay. Wait.
what?
I picked a scene from that fight scene.
Oh, I'm picking from that fight scene. Shit, I was just thinking
Yes.
like, wait, this is technically just a general fight scene. I know it was a very long fight scene, and a lot of
I
things.
picked a scene from that fight scene. So
Okay, that was specific.
do we punch
Nope.
that or
But technically, it's not a punt because it's already all in the top 5. Yeah, because we're all in the top 5. This is the top 5. Yeah.
that's good. I'll talk about mine later.
You know what?
Because
No,
it's more specific.
you can go into a more specific detail. Yeah, technically, technically mine and Kelvin's the same. I don't know what number is it on your list actually.
No,
That
you'll know
scene.
later.
Oh, fair enough, fine. Okay, so I put that scene in because like I said, like it's basically like two groups that have never really met together, fighting against basically what is the strongest villain that what is it ever shown
MCU.
in the MCU? Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it's like I like the way they planned and like fight against Thanos, like the what is it? Like 'cause you see like magic from Doctor Strange, you see all the like cool tech stuff from Spider-Man and Iron Man, and you're just gonna see like the Guardians kind of just like pitching in every now and then. They're kind of dumb, and also the setup was kind of funny as well. It's
There was
like
Mantis.
yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, she was surprisingly strong in there. Okay, she nearly put Thanos to sleep, sort of.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, so just like, and also like Thanos himself was really badass
Yeah, that is true.
in the scene. Like his some of the Infinity Stones, I don't remember how much he had,
He
but
has like 2 at
he had
that
the
time.
power. He had the Power Stone. I remember. He had the
Space
Reality
and
Stone.
Do they? Oh yeah, he have relative. I think three then. Three.
Oh
He
yeah,
had three. He had
yeah,
three.
he
He have
had
three. He
three
have
films
three.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He
So
already
he
got ability. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like the abilities he used, and I like the fact he fucking hurled a moon at Iron Man. That shit was badass.
Yeah. That
And I
shit
like
was
how Iron
badass.
Man survived. It was also badass on his own part. He was like, "You throw a moon again, like I'll beat you," or something like that.
The- yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah.
that
All
was
right.
pretty
Okay.
badass.
Okay.
And
Yeah. The
I would have shared
anything else?
no, I can't really remember the specifics. I just like the whole thing in general. It's just such a
It's
cool
like
scene.
I'll just go into the details now, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
honestly, from that whole fight scene, there are two specific fight scenes that I don't know which one's better, but I end up going, with the one that's more impact, I guess.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The other scene I was thinking about was Doctor Strange versus Thanos. That was like a
Oh,
whole that was like a whole anime fight basically.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
oh yeah,
freaking
yeah.
Doctor Strange going, Shadow Clone Jutsu. I'm like, what? Yeah, and then like, you Thanos doing the whole like what's his name? Reality stone thing and brings Doctor Strange closer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah, I
pretty
remember that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Doctor Strange turning all the I don't know things into like the butterfly thing. I was like, oh, uh, that scene still gives me like chills, I guess, when I'm watching it. It's just so
Yeah.
damn cool. But yeah, uh,
Which is actually why that's my number one scene.
oh,
Jeez.
dude, my number one scene is Iron Man versus Thanos.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, see now
in the
I
Titan.
just kinda did what Ariq did and mashed them all together.
Uh,
Oh, fair enough.
So
To be
like
honest,
the
I
just
wasn't
the
thinking straight with this one. I was like, yeah, it's just a general fight scene.
yeah no
Yeah.
I just put it in my list. I wrote it as Thanos on Titan because I don't know that whole
Thanos on Titan.
sequence. Like it's like yeah that whole sequence and it's also a meme. You know,
Yeah.
your
There-
home it was
It
beautiful.
it was there was a lot of memes actually happening, and that there's like technically that's also a meme where like Doctor Strange like had all the ropes tying
Yeah,
him
yeah,
down.
yeah.
That's also a
Yeah,
meme on
yeah,
its
yeah.
own. Or like the I've seen like 16 million timelines. Like how many did we win? One.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that I wrote that down as my favorite scene, my number one. So yeah, I guess. But you guys
Damn.
kind of spoke. You guys kind of said everything else I had to say.
It's like
So
Where the
what's the name? The reason I choose like the Iron Man versus Thanos, like that specific thing, is just
Mhm.
mostly because of one damn line. That's
All
just
right, yeah.
so fucking cool. Iron Man giving it at like 200%, all on the line kind of thing. Then Thanos just like all that for a drop of blood.
oh yeah,
Oh
dude.
no!
Oh
Chills,
dude,
man, chills.
That is actually yeah.
that's so good, dude.
Such a good line, It's like all that for a drop of blood. Oh,
Mhm.
Actually,
so
I
damn
want
cool.
yeah. If I want to talk about that scene specifically, I mean, it does sound like oh he's not about like Iron Man. It's not worth. It doesn't amount to that much. But then you realize that Iron Man is literally just a dude, but he was
Yeah,
able to make a god bleed. This is
Yeah,
incredible.
I know. He
I
was
mean
just
like
a dude, and he was low key carrying that
He
fight.
was carrying the team.
yeah.
Yeah, he was carrying the team actually, and he was just a
I mean
dude.
just like and just not just a fight. It's like when you're talking to each other, it's like you and I are the same kind of thing. We are cursed with knowledge. They're like,
We are
oh,
cursed with
Yeah, I
dude,
think
knowledge.
it's just the
there was
whole
like a
dialogue.
theory, right?
Yeah.
I
What
think
is
there
it?
was a I think there was a theory that like yeah, like because of what Iron Man did with like Ultron and all of that, like Thanos like just
Knew him kind
kind
of
of
thing, right?
like acknowledged Iron Man as like an equal or some or like a threat, I guess. Gitu lah.
Yeah, yeah,
I remember
Damn.
reading it
yeah.
somewhere.
Basically, yeah, that's basically the whole reason why I I made it more specific to Iron Man versus Thanos. Just the whole dialogue, the fight scene, that one line is just you know, it's like so damn cool. I don't know how to
Yeah.
describe it else. Gives you chills basically.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
In the-
if I were to do the same thing and like you and split it up, I guess into like each character versus Thanos, then yeah, I would be on the same boat. It would be Iron Man for me. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did kind of like just the whole sequence. So
Yeah, I rated it as a whole sequence, yeah. But now that I think about it, yeah, if it was just like Iron Man's part, I think it would have been higher because he did make such an impact. It's not only did it show how strong Thanos is, but also like just how badass Tony Stark is with his damn intelligence.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah,
he fought a god and well made him bleed.
yeah.
Shit,
It's just so cool, huh?
that was
That
so
whole
cool.
scene.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so yeah,
yeah.
all right, so wait, that was number five, right?
That was my number 5
How is that your number five? God damn.
because I rated it by entertainment, not like what do you call it, impactfulness.
Hey, it was and that was peak
it was
entertainment,
entertaining.
man.
I was definitely entertained.
I found things more fun, you know. I
All
went
right,
for
all
a
right, all right.
fun factor.
All right, let's hear what else he has first. So
Okay, no, Teguh. So your turn. Now number five.
What was your
my
number?
number
Yeah,
5, I believe I punted Ariq.
that was it.
Ant-Man versus.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, was that you?
No, Yellow
Yeah.
Jacket. Yeah, Ant-Man versus Yellow
Yeah,
Jacket,
Ant-Man
right?
versus
And
Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, that's me
Well, I
at
wrote.
number 10.
See,
Yeah.
the thing is, when I wrote that down, I was thinking more of the scene when they were playing on the train set. So I wrote down here Ant-Man versus Thomas the Tank Engine. But
Thomas. Wait a minute. I didn't watch this one.
I even watched a different
Wait,
movie here.
wait a minute. This wasn't the one I watched.
but yeah, no, that was the one for me, and it's just on pure entertainment value.
I agree.
Yeah, fair enough. See?
And like I grew up on Thomas the Tank Engine, so seeing my boy make a cameo there, you know.
Proud,
See my
proud.
boy.
Yeah, yeah.
See my boy.
Uh,
Is that
yeah,
all you gotta explain to go?
yeah. That's
Yeah, no,
it.
I mean the fight itself, like with Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket, was also really cool, and like just seeing everything in a small scale but big scale, and annoyingly inconsistent physics as well. But like
Don't think about that. Don't think about that.
we don't think about that. We don't think about it. Just sit
Don't think about that.
and enjoy, right? So
Alright.
but yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about that. It's just pure laughs and enjoyment.
Here, for me, it's number nine because, well,
Mhm.
I mean, it's a again. I really like the how creative it is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
how creative it is, and
Yeah,
I don't know if it will sound weird to to you guys, but I don't know, man. It's so I've always just want to shrink myself.
sometimes, sometimes I want to
yes,
see a
that does sound
perspective.
weird.
Sometimes I just want to see the perspective of an ant. You know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I just think of it like, I guess when I was little, it's like, well, like when I was younger, it's like, "Damn, if I was like, toy size, how, I can like go through like the grass in the backyard, kind of like a jungle kind of thing, seeing like, oh no, a giant ant, run kind of thing. And so seeing that concept put into a movie and make it into a cool fight scene, I'm like, yes.
Little Kelvin had great imaginations.
But yeah, I mean, like, they went through like the, I don't know what you call that, the carpet thing with the like the grass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Basically,
that.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then like they're like going through that like a jungle kind of thing. I'm like, I don't want to do that. If if I can shrink myself, probably be dirty as, it'll be dirty.
oh,
It's all the dust, all the dust, all the feet residue
feet
on the
residue.
carpet.
Feet residue. My
But
God.
yeah, I just like that, the whole idea of that. I guess. Well, I mean, like I dreamt about it, so yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. All right, okay.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
no, I have that thing at number 10 because well technically it's all the same reasons you guys said, but also like the mostly because the perspective it was all small. Like they were fighting in briefcases, they were fighting in like toy sets. So it was kind of imaginative, I guess, on their end.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
and to be honest, the final part of the battle was kind of what do you call it? It's kind of like there's a lot of like story in it, like when Scott like went smaller than the atoms kind of thing. was
Oh
almost
yeah, yeah,
was quite a cool ending in a way. Damn.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I put it at number 10.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right. So now moving on to my number what 4? Yeah. My
Yes.
number 4 is I don't know if it's surprising or not, but it's the from Endgame,
Uh-huh.
a particular scene which is you know the big three versus Thanos at the start of before the
Yes.
big battle kind of thing.
Yes. I put
Yeah,
that at number 1. That was
nice.
my
Uh,
numero uno.
yeah, yeah,
Numero
yeah.
uno.
I mean that's all. Okay, that's not even the fight scene yet. Just like
Before
when,
the fight.
before that, when just like that's the guy. Yep, that's the guy. And then like
Uh,
Thor suiting up, braiding his beard with lightning. It was like, oh.
yeah,
And then them just like walking up to Thanos, and then, yeah, and then they start the fight. It was like and you get to see like kind of like I don't know combo, I guess. Thor and Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
like Thor charging up Iron Man, just shooting it out, all the
mhm.
lightnings, yeah, stuff like that. And then obviously that's when what's his name? Oh, Captain America lifts up Thor's hammer.
Yeah, the lips of Thor's hammer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Man, that scene is just so, especially in theater when I watch
Oh
it,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just so
yeah. I watched it in
memorable.
theaters.
Every every person in theater just like cheering, and yeah, and then Captain America and Thor kind of just like uh throw the shield, hit Thanos, hit it back with the hammer. That was cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Mhm.
that's
I'll
really
be
cool scene.
honest. I don't have that on my list for the simple reason that I forgot about it. Now you may wonder, how could I forget about such an amazing scene?
Yeah.
It's because when we were making the list, we were like, okay, no army versus army. And I was already thinking of Endgame. I'm like, Endgame is just army v army. Okay, let's never think of Endgame ever again.
God damn it, Teguh.
Fair enough. You didn't think about the fights within the
Because like
big
no,
fight.
because like Endgame, I thought of okay, what's the highlight of Endgame? Army v army. Okay, nothing else to think about. Moving on.
You didn't think about what happened before the army came.
Yeah, no, I didn't think of that. I just kind of like forgot about it and went straight to other movies. So
Damn.
if I had known that, I kind of slot that in number 2. But
Okay.
then looking at the rest of my list, it's like, well, 1 or 2. But I already have Thanos on Titan as number 1. But like then I have to push everything down, and I kind of don't want to do that. So for now, I'll just accept the fact that I completely forgot about it and I'm an idiot. So, but just putting it out there, I do really like that part, and especially can I just say about that scene, the part that really like like holy shit me was like I think it was that scene, right? It's the one where yeah, so like the one where Thanos is like double-edged blade was able like no double side not double-edged like well
Yes,
his
Oh yeah.
spinning
We
thingy
get
his
we
fidget
we
spinner
get you. We get you.
his
Yeah.
fidget spinner was able to
copter blade.
basically crack Captain America's shield.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because that was like up until then, Captain America's shield has always been just fucking indestructible, right? And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
just Thanos just going bang, 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 and it just starts cracking. I'm like, yo,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was cool. And then yeah, as you said, the combos and everything. They did it right? The one where like
Mhm.
Thor hit. I think he used Stormbreaker that time, didn't he? Where he hit Captain America's shield to make the shockwave effect.
I think so. I think
Yeah, I
so.
think
Was that
yeah,
in
yeah.
that scene? I vaguely remember something like that happening. Like they just looked at each other and like, yeah, let's do it, and just did it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Damn.
So Ariq,
Now I'll
it's your
explain
number one. You gotta
why is it
explain.
so damn high number. Well, obviously you explained the base part of it, but I'll start in the beginning part. Like I thought was a pretty badass entrance for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and
I
they just
agree.
saw Thanos, he's just like, what is he doing? nothing. That I don't know. I
He's
kind of
just
cracked up
sitting
on
there
that.
menacingly.
Yeah, it's like he's just sitting there menacingly. Kind of cracked me up a bit in that part. But I like the part like when they're like like okay, he doesn't have the stones. Let's keep it that way. You know this is suicide,
Mm.
right? Yeah. Well, that's
He
okay.
just,
So long
he
as we're
just,
all in agreement, and then he just fucking two thunder, like what is it with his dual wield like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hammers?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
thunder came like
Combo.
ooh, I was
Yeah.
like, damn, Fat Thor is badass. Fat Thor is
Honestly,
like
even
really
like
bad.
the be like leading into the fight is already badass.
Yeah, leading into the fight was already like
Yeah, yeah.
kills. And then like
Yeah.
yeah, as you mentioned before the combo, there's like one where well the first one is like I remember briefly, I think Thor used the Mjolnir as like a ball and the
Ah, yeah,
Stormbreaker
yeah.
like a bat. He just fucking yeet that thing into Thanos. And then there's another combo where like it's basically like a throwback to a my top seven here, Thor versus Iron Man and Cap, where basically
Yeah.
where Thor charged up Iron Man
Iron
so
Man.
that
Yeah.
Iron Man suit and then he fires like a
Lightning.
concentrated beam. But then Thanos
Yep.
like parried it. That was pretty darn cool. And of
Yeah.
course
Ju-
the absolute biggest highlight obviously was the hammer suddenly lifting up. I'm like, hold up,
okay.
that's not going to Thor, is it? And then suddenly it cuts to Captain holding it. I'm like,
And then
absolute
Damn.
Thor's just
bomb.
like, I knew it.
Yeah, and I
The-
was like, I knew it. It was like,
Yeah,
but
and
also,
I also like the part where like they like Thor ends up with Stormbreaker and then no
ah, yeah, yeah.
Captain
The
ends up with
little
Stormbreaker and
moments.
Thor ends up with Mjolnir and like no you get the little one.
you get the little yeah. So
The
yeah, there's also a lot of like callbacks to that. I remember like Thor like was nearly killed the same way he nearly killed Thanos. Like the Stormbreaker was like pushed
oh,
against his
on the
chest, right?
chest, right against the
On the
chest. Yeah.
chest. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I was like that DiCaprio meme, like he did it. There's so many
Damn.
things to recall from that scene, and I did watch it on theater, so it was, you know what? Unlike yours, Kelma, not everyone in the theater cheered. They were just kind of like, ooh, because
Oh,
it was mostly kids that were watching.
yeah.
Like they cheered when Fortnite appeared for like 2 seconds, but not that. It was honestly kind of disappointing, but you know what? In my head I was like having fun, so it's fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that is my number one.
Damn.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, shit.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean it
Uh.
just goes back to me to number like four?
Yeah, I guess so.
God damn it. All right, this one's actually a lot more watered down in comparison to all the things we've been talking
Yeah, I know,
about.
right?
So, like here, my number four is from the Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter
Okay.
Soldier. It's
Yeah.
the elevator fight
I
scene.
got. Yeah, I knew it.
Nah, I knew you. Hey man.
That is my number 3.
Wow, difference by one. Damn.
Yep.
All right. So, basically, it's the reason why I really like that scene is because even though it's not like the most, actually, is it? Well, technically, it's somewhat important to the plot because it's where we kind of figure out that they're Hydra, but that's not the point. The point is like the way he starts the fight was kind of badass. Like you went in an elevator surrounded by agents, like highly trained agents. The
Yeah.
moment the door closes, he's like, "Before we start, does anybody want to leave?" or something like that. I was like, "Damn, that's badass! Such a badass line." And
That's
Such a
yeah.
badass line.
yeah, and the reason why I really like the scene is because it reminded me heavily of the raid, which is that Indonesian
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
movie with I forgot what his name is. I'm not sure Taslim, but there is him in it. But
Eco wise,
so
is
like
it?
eco wise, yeah, it reminded me of like in the second raid, there was like a scene where he was fighting in a toilet stall, like in a bathroom stall. So it was like all
Mhm.
crammed, but like there's like 30 people trying to like go after him. And I'm like, no, that
Ah,
reminded me of that scene so much because it's like a lot of people versus one guy in a cramped room. And the way they
Mm-hmm.
fought, the way it was shot, and the way they fought was also very similar. So I was like, there, that choreography, the cinematic, just it looks so cool. Even though the fight scene isn't like the most over the top spectacular, but I think that's the reason why I like it. It
yeah.
was a more grounded fight, you know.
Honestly, if you kind of like what's the name? the higher the list goes on my list, it's kind of like, well, I guess except for Iron Man and Thanos thing. It's like they're pretty grounded, my number 2 and 3.
Oh,
Are
damn.
they?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like Eric said, like I just like the more grounded feel to it. You can, I guess, it's not like we get into fights, but you can kind of like relate a bit more, I suppose.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
you
I I
understand the
I, I kind of
physics.
get what you're trying to say. Yeah.
You understand the physics, how like how it works, kind of thing. Unlike, in space battle, you don't know anything about that.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I've already say what I want to say is like, the choreography is really cool in a tight little space like that. And then,
Yeah.
again, it's always cool to see like the hero struggling as well.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
a more
Yeah.
it was a more of a fair fight rather than just one shotting and stuff like that.
Yep.
That was
So
cool.
yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, the elevator fight scene. Honestly, man, again, Captain America: Winter Soldier, that whole movie is just really cool.
The whole movie
Like,
has great fight
yeah,
scenes and
like,
neat
On
story.
yeah.
what do you want to say, Luca?
No, I was gonna say on that note, I don't have it on my list for the exact reason you guys have it high on the list
Oh, because it's too grounded.
because it's a bit too grounded.
You want the
Alright.
more spectacular.
I appreciate it being grounded and everything, but yeah, I do like the spectacle and everything, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Understandable.
I
I
get it.
actually
I
don't
get
have
it.
it on my list, but I did think about it, and it is if I had a list of honorable mentions, which I don't, but if I did, it would be on there.
It's like another scene from Winter Soldier that I guess is in the honorable list now because we can only choose one.
Yeah, fair. Yeah,
One scene from the
yeah.
movie. If not, it will be in the top 10. It's the Nick Fury car chase scene.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's like,
I'm
yeah, I
actually
don't know. That car chase scene is really cool as well.
I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
what happened in the car chase scene. Apart from I remember the part where they tried to breach into his car, and it's like, not yet, not yet, not yet.
And
Now,
I don't know, the whole car scene, it's
I'm gonna
tense,
rewatch
I
that
guess.
scene after this.
It's tense. I feel
it
like
is, it is, yeah.
it's tense, and it's just like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels tense, I guess. You don't know what's gonna happen to Nick Fury, kind of thing.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because he was like chased after like how many people? Like 10
Yeah.
vehicles after him. It was... I would actually say like the car chasing was like weirdly it's on in a Marvel movie. Weirdly, it was more grounded than Fast Furious car chase scenes.
I know, right?
But it's also more intense as well.
It's intense, yeah. Especially, when, as you said, when you're breaching, it's kind of like, oh, it's gonna break. What is he gonna do? It's
What is he gonna
what is
do?
Nick Fury gonna do? He's stuck in a corner. What is he gonna do? Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like window integrity in 9% now.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
That
then,
was
like,
also cool, yeah.
again, that's when Bucky appears for the first time, right? Shooting the magnet thing, flipping the car over, I think, something like that. Is that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
scene?
yeah. I'm not sure if
Right?
it was the first time he appeared, but it is the scene. Yeah, it was the right scene, but I think it was like the second time he appeared.
Second, maybe. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, when he appears, that was also really cool. So, got the whole package, I guess. That car chase scene. But
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, so
Yeah.
yeah, alright, so Teguh, right? Your
Yeah,
number, what number
4.
are we on?
I
Oh,
haven't
that was
said my
my
4.
my 4. Yeah, so it's the Goose 4.
Yeah, okay. My number 4 is a throwback to the first movie that got me into all of this, the first Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. Them all the
Iron
way.
Man versus the Talibans.
The Taliban's. Taliban's. I thought you were
That's
gonna
how I'll
talk about like
describe it.
Ironmonger, like the main bad guy. No,
No.
the Taliban's.
I like it. Him in his hodgepodge like suit made in a cave, just flamethrowering everyone. That was like the reason I have it this high up here was just because that was like the first. That was the first scene where I was like, "Yo, that's cool." In the entire MCU, I guess.
Oh, you've heard of yeah.
Okay.
Because that is the first MCU movie I watched.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's also the first to
it gets
exist.
credit for being the first one, and you know, I play a lot of Call of Duty, so very relatable.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Arik can kind of relate, I suppose.
Yeah. I was thinking, I was like, wait, what happens in Iron Man 1? I only remembered him fighting the big guy. Yeah, that was the only fight scene. I completely forgot. Wait, yeah, he did kill a bunch of terrorists within a homemade, no, cave made,
Cave made, yeah.
in a cave made Iron Man suit. I'm like, yeah, that part was actually cool. I like that.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that bit. So I don't think, once again, I don't think I have much to talk about it apart from the fact that it was fun. The only other part, I guess, honestly, yeah, him versus the what's his name? Obadiah Stane. What's his name?
Yeah.
Is it
More
Ironmonger? Is it that's
Ironmonger.
yeah,
Ironmonger.
Ironmonger.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
for some reason, more than that, I feel like Iron Man versus the Terrorist was more of a highlight. Like, even the bit when he made his first, like, proper, not cave made, but funnily
Yeah,
enough,
yeah.
homemade suit. Like, and in the first part where, like, he literally just goes fight some terrorists and blows up a tank, you know, with the
Oh
mini
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. That's like
I
a
was
very
gonna,
famous.
I was thinking when I'm thinking of Iron Man. That's the scene I was thinking of. You know, when he just walks
Yeah,
away,
exactly. Like,
explosion.
Yeah,
I find that
he's like,
more fun than the entire fight scene against Ironmonger. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Understandable.
I
remember
don't know. Not to
like
say
that
that the Ironmonger
scene.
scene was bad. It's just that, you know, Iron Man versus terrorist, that's a lot more fun.
Yeah, I like how it's more fun when he's like fighting the weaker ones. Yeah, I remember that scene specifically. Like the tank shell like missed him. He's just like and like walks away.
Yeah, walks
Just
away,
blows up
explodes.
like,
Damn, that was
oh,
cool.
that's badass. That is badass,
That
dude.
was really cool.
Yeah.
That is
I meant
badass.
to
But
be fair, you know, when he's fighting the Ironmonger thing, all he do is fly really high up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he won. And he won because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how
Yeah.
did you solve the icing problem? Icing problem.
The sound. That's not how the sound effect goes.
That's how it should have been.
That's how
I
it
should
should
have
been.
been. I should do a voiceover, like a remaster of the movie, and use that sound effect for
I don't think it's called a remaster.
It's not the
Demaster.
demastered, demastered. Wow.
But yeah, so
Okay.
that's my number 4.
All right.
Alright.
Okay. All right. So, what? Now it's our number what? Number 3, right?
Well, what was your number 4 again, Cal?
My number 4 is the big 3 versus Thanos in Endgame.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
my number. Okay, so we done.
Yeah.
Your
And
number
then
3 is
my
your
number
is the
3 is
elevator.
the elevator fight scene. Yes.
So I guess you just have to go straight to number 2 then.
Yeah. How about you guys? Your number 3 first.
Oh yeah, wait, my number. Oh yeah, we're supposed to go in order,
Yeah.
right? My number 3, right? No one has mentioned this. Well, Calvin did mention it, but he didn't mention it like as in the list.
Okay.
It's all I have to say, it's from the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think you know which one.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yondu.
Oh. This is my number 10, dude.
Is that really? Oh, really?
That's my
Okay,
number
He
10.
said it was number 10.
Yeah.
We
God
punted
damn
it, remember?
Oh, yeah, punted
Yeah,
it
we punted it,
all
yeah.
the way to 3. Now we can talk about it. Yay.
All right. I mean, you listed higher. You go ahead.
Alright, fine. Alright, so I put Yondu's arrow scene all 2 at number 3. I know technically out of all the ones I think on my list just in general, it's probably like the least story merit of all the actions. But it was damn good fun. Just like
It was really fun.
it was one of those like scenes where like they try to make it kind of funny but kind of cool at the same time while they play like a funky music in the background. I forgot what the music is called. The song was, there was like a music in the background, and Yondu like got access to his like prototype fin, and like his arrows just like, I guess the difference
Kills
is that
everyone. Massacred everyone on the ship.
it was a very one-sided fight. Everyone
I mean,
just
it's just so badass, you know. Like a blue guy from Mohawk just whistling as he walks, as everyone dies
Around him, yeah, that was
around him. You know, and with a
Yeah.
raccoon and a tree next to him. Damn, how badass is that?
Yeah. So it's just like he's just like such a boss. Like he just walks everywhere, whistles. You can see the arrows go around, kill everyone in the
Yeah.
entire ship one by one, everything. But it did like I like the part where they were at the control room, I guess, or like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
camera room. Like he
Mhm.
just sees like all the people coming in
From the
from the
top-down view, was it?
from a top-down view, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then like all the arrows flying around, you can also see Rocket
Oh
just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
firing
yeah.
all over the place like that. I'm like, damn, that
Yeah.
is such a cool thing. And also the music, like the song, like fits pretty well with all the violence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I'm like,
agree. I
damn,
agree. I agree.
this is such a cool cinematography, and like I just like the vibe of that thing. It's just such a fun scene to watch, and I did rewatched it like a few days ago. I was like, ooh, damn, this is badass.
Is is this bias? Recency bias?
It's not recently, it's fine otherwise. But yeah, that's why I just really liked it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, pretty much same reason, you know. It's badass, you know.
But why is it so low?
Well, it's so low because
It's not very low
Not
anyway.
grounded enough. Hmm.
no, 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 no. It's just it's a really fun action scene. It's just that
Oh,
I
so
just like
weird.
the others more.
Fair enough.
That is fair.
Yeah. All right. So Teguh, you're number 3.
My number 3, I don't think anyone has mentioned this yet.
Okay.
So is it higher for you guys? I really doubt it. But
Okay. We'll go on. Go on.
this was the one when earlier, like before the stream started, I was like, I don't know if I should add this or not
Okay.
because
Okay.
all of that. But it's Captain America and Bucky versus Iron Man in Civil War.
Oh,
Oh,
that's my number 2.
Oh, all right, there we go.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
I didn't put it in because you can't have the same.
Yeah, you have to choose a Civil
Yeah,
War one,
yeah, you already
right?
chose
Yeah.
Civil War one,
I
so
chose the Civil War, yeah, so that's why I didn't put it in. Simple.
but
Would have been top 5.
but yeah, no, I put that in because I don't know, like
Okay.
it's
Go
weird.
on.
It's weird. That scene, that's like
Go on.
every time I think back on that scene, I can't say I like it, but it's a very good scene. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like it's one where you can
I get
see
it.
like, well,
Sure.
the betray, like how betrayed Iron Man felt.
Yeah, that's the
No.
thing. Like what elevates that fight scene? It's the emotion behind it, you know?
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
emotion. Yeah, but
emotion and I'm blurred.
it's like yeah. At first, I was like, I didn't because at first I was like, I don't really like it, which is why I didn't really want to put it in. But the more I thought of the scene, the more I acknowledged that it's a good scene, and then
Yeah.
like the whole bit with like, and then even the emotion aside, Captain America choosing Bucky and all that, but like even that aside, just how there's just the fact that Iron Man can go toe to toe against two super soldiers, alone. And then the whole like initiate like counter mode as well. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And Iron Man just started like counters all of Captain's moves. That was like spice.
Yeah, I would actually
Oh,
like to mention that is technically like one of the more out of all the action scenes. I think it's like one of the most story-rich one.
it's the
Yeah.
most like purposeful fight, I would say.
Yeah, it's the most
Yeah.
purposeful.
Yeah.
It's the
It
most
is.
purposeful fight. It got the most impact into the whole, not just the movie, into the whole kind of like journey, I guess,
Yeah,
for the characters.
yeah, it's because of
Yeah.
that fight. Like in Infinity War, they weren't like together and everything like that. And
Yeah,
how
exactly.
Yeah,
really
which is
ended,
why the more I thought about, even though I don't know why I don't like it. Honestly, I don't know why I don't like. Maybe I just have to rewatch it. But like,
And then again, you say it. You do not like the like. I like the more the grounded stuff, and you like the more spectacular stuff, I guess.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
This one was
Yeah.
more lenient towards grounded.
Yeah.
I guess. But either way, I mean, again, maybe if I rewatch it, I might like come to like it. But the more I thought about it, the more I was just like, yeah, no, this has to go up there. There's no way that like
Yeah.
this doesn't go up on a list.
I mean, yeah. For me, again, it's like, what's the name? Honestly, the reason why it's so high up there for me, number 2,
Mhm.
not really. Sure, yeah, action seems cool, but again, like, I just like the fact that it's, emotional, purposeful, and the most impactful. That's kind of like the reason why it's on top for me. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty much that, I guess. It's like, a fight needs to have a purpose to make it a really good fight.
A fight needs a purpose.
I mean, if you just fight for the sake of fighting, it's kind of like, okay, what's the point, kind of thing, But when
Yeah,
there's like
that is fair.
when there is something at stake, it's the tension rise, the tension increase.
Dude, it's from what the guy said in the raid movie. Biar greget. There's no need for reason. Biar greget. I think I was about to mention this. Like I remember seeing this as a meme a long time ago. Not a meme, more like as a dumb joke a long time ago. Like somebody like just captioned the pictures. Two guys beat up an orphan.
What?
Two super soldiers beat up an orphan who killed
Oh
one
yeah,
of
yeah,
their
yeah,
parents.
yeah.
Like
Damn.
damn.
All right.
Two guys beat
Yeah,
up an
yeah.
orphan. This is funny.
So yeah,
Hey,
yeah. So what's your what number? Wait,
good number. Those
number
that's
two,
Those
number
right now?
three.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
my
Those
number
number
three.
eight is
two. Well, I
number.
just explained my number two, which is
You just
Iron Man
explained your number
versus
two, so
Captain America and Winter Soldier. Yeah.
yeah. All right,
So yeah,
so
I mean, your number two.
my number two is from the same movie, but I decided to choose the other cool fight scene than that
The
one,
airport fight scene.
which is the airport fight scene.
Okay.
Because the reason why I chose it, I mean, is because I remember like at the time when the movie was released, we were pretty like extremely hyped about it because we know we're gonna see like Spider-Man, but
Yeah,
also
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
That was the
whole
first
Yeah.
time Spider-Man appears
yeah, that's the first time
in
Spider-Man appeared.
MCU.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, in MCU, yeah, but it's also like the important part was like we get to see like kind of the whole team basically. Like I guess
Mhm.
I mean like at the time it was like the complete team,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
It was sure they're on different sides, but
sure they're on
it's just
different sides, but yeah, but it was yeah. So we get to see like an actual like two teams, and it was pretty like cool. The standoff was like really cool. You can get to see them fighting one another. Like for example, you can get to see Captain America fighting Black Panther, and then Hawkeye
Mhm.
fighting like other
Black
people,
Widow. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Black Widow and all that. Yeah, and I like the part where what is it? I just like Ant-Man the movie because he's so badass. Like that's when he actually turned into was it Giant
Giant
Man?
Man.
Giant
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people did see it coming because of like leaks
Mhm.
or
It
something.
was leaked. It was leaked. Yeah.
Yeah, it was leaked. Damn, that movie got Genshin before Genshin exists. Anyway, but but yeah, but yeah. So that was like, but the thing is, I didn't see the leaks, or
Me
but
neither.
so I was
Mhm.
like quite surprised by that scene. So technically, I just chose it purely for the entertainment factor. I mean, technically, it
Yeah.
was also pretty story rich near the end, where like, what is it? Black Widow decided to let them go so that they can, set
Mm-hmm.
things right. And then there's also the
Yeah,
part
yeah.
where, what's his name, Rhodey, War Machine. Like he
Oh
was
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, the one who
he
got
was,
shot
He
down
yeah, he got
Yeah, he got
severely
shot
injured.
down.
Yeah, and it
by
kind of like
who was it? Vision.
was Vision. Yeah, it was
It was
accidental.
Yeah,
He
and then
Vision.
tried to
Vision
he tried to shoot Falcon. Falcon
Falcon
dodged and
hits
and he
War
hit
Machine.
and he hits War
Yeah.
Machine. Yeah.
and then like who was it? Someone tried to apologize to Tony, and Tony was really pissed, right?
Yeah,
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 those person
yeah.
just kind of like blasted him away. I forgot who
Yeah,
did
who
it.
was it? Falcon or Vision? It was Falcon, right?
Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was Falcon. Yeah, who apologized and then
Because I think
blasted him away.
Iron Man thought Falcon did it, right? I thought that's
No,
what it is. I
no,
think.
he asked what he asked, yeah, no, he asked what happened, and then like Vision said, "Oh, it was a misfire." And he was just like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess he was like enraged that his friend was like in a bad state.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was, you know what? Think of it as more of a tipping point. Like this was before the scene that you guys talked about. Like this is when
Yeah.
Tony starts
This is a
to
tipping
become.
point. Our scene is a climax.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
climax.
yeah.
This was a tipping point
Yeah.
for him. Yeah, so that was in a way. So it was pretty story developing. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Alright, alright. Understandable. Man, if only Baron Zemo isn't in Civil War. God damn, I hate him in that movie.
Why?
Yeah. Alright, so Teguh, your number two.
My number 2 is actually from Iron Man 2.
Iron
Okay.
Man 2.
Iron Man 2. Number 2 is Iron Man 2.
Mhm.
It's Tony Stark, of course, versus Whiplash at Monaco, the Monaco race.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
That
I
one,
was
okay.
I was
Was it the
thinking of the
F1
one where
race?
it's like fighting the hammer drones, but I don't know. I prefer the Monaco scene so much more because the
Mhm.
1v1 was more intense, and you can kind of feel like this is like when first of all, it's when I guess when Tony Stark least expected, because like he just talked about like how no one's gonna be able to replicate the technology. He's just being him and driving around in a Formula One car. It was a
Elon Musk
Formula
was
One car,
there.
right?
Yeah, huh? It was an
Elon
F1
Musk
car, and
was there.
he's not supposed to do that, but okay, he did it
Yeah,
anyway.
he's not supposed to do that, but he's rich, so he can. like I don't know. That scene for some reason was just a lot more memorable for me. Maybe it's because there are cars in it as well. But like, and was that? I think that was the first time we got to see Iron Man's suit in a mobile form, right? In this
Yeah, it was a
suitcase.
briefcase. He put it on like this, and then it
Yeah,
expanded
he
like that.
stepped on it and then did this. Like I think that because that was the first time we get to see like Iron Man not have to like suit up somewhere. He can just bring it with him.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So
It was a new suit. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I just liked it so much more than the scene that you picked, Kelvin.
Blasphemy.
Maybe because I think because for me personally, I found that more intense than the one you picked because in the one you picked, they kind of dealt with the drones quite easily.
That was more just because I really like the. It's just for cool factor, really.
Yeah, I mean it
factor,
was
yeah.
really cool. It was really cool.
It's a cool factor. That's it.
It was really cool and everything, but I guess I preferred the intensity of the Monaco scene
Understandable.
rather than the
Understandable.
coolness of the later one. So that's why I went with that one. And I put it up there quite high because I do really like that scene. I think I've rewatched it. I've rewatched it there several times by now. I don't know how many times.
Really,
Oh,
I watched
yeah.
the my scene more. I rewatched that a lot.
Well, different taste, different taste.
Different taste. Different taste. Different taste.
Such a niche though. Like I didn't even pick anything from Iron Man 2. I
I mean,
don't remember
again,
anything. I don't
honestly,
remember
Iron
anything.
Man.
Iron Man standalone movies. Honestly, it's not the best movie. I think.
It
You know,
was
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
weaker
yeah.
ones, yeah. But
it was more of the weaker ones. If in the overall scope, I guess,
in overall scope, yeah.
of MCU. Yeah, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so it's my number one, right? Yeah, number one. I already talked about it. Iron Man versus Thanos in Infinity War. Yeah, just to reiterate that one line.
That one line.
That one line. All that, for a
Or
drop of blood. Damn. All right, yeah. All right, go ahead. Your number one.
Wait, I already discussed my number one. So the
Oh,
we
big
which one
already
is?
three.
discussed our number
Yeah,
one.
we
Oh,
all
right. You
discussed our
already
number
discussed our
ones.
number one, which is your number one and Teguh's number one is the same, right?
Oh, what's number one?
No, mine and yours is the same, Kel.
Oh, mine. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Ariq's one was the big three
Like,
versus Thanos, right?
yeah. The big three versus
Yeah.
Thanos. Yeah, that was like your number three, and so it wasn't. No, it wasn't in Tegus, right? He completely forgot.
Yeah, because I completely forgot about it.
Albert
Otherwise,
said,
it would have been up there.
Albert said, I'm sending my list to y'all in the chat soon. Should I include Shang-Chi? Yeah, sure.
I mean, if it
Get us
actually
get us hyped for Shang-Chi, I guess. Or,
hype for Shang-Chi,
make sure it's not recency bias right there.
Damn. All right.
So, yeah. Okay, so I guess well, what do we do now? Like, all right,
Normally,
so here, I'll list down my top 10 again, just for a refresher, I guess. So yeah, starting from number 10, Yondu, Yondu's arrow kills the whole ship thingy, the whole
yeah,
scene. Number
yeah,
9, Ant-Man versus Yellow Jacket. Number 8, Caecilius versus Doctor Strange, the London fight, London house thing. Yeah. Number 7, the Christmas movie, Iron Man 3 final fight. Number
yeah.
6, Hulk versus Hulkbuster. Number 5, Iron Man versus War Machine versus Hammer Drones. Number 4, Big 3 versus Thanos. Number 3, elevator fight scene. Number 2, Iron Man versus Captain America and Bucky. And number 1, Iron Man versus Thanos. All right, Ariq.
All right. So mine is Number 10 is Ant-Man versus Yellow Jacket. Number 9 is Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Number 8
Okay.
is Black Panther versus Killmonger. Number 7 is Thor versus Iron Man versus Captain America in Avengers 1. Number 6 is Thor versus Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. Number 5 is Thanos versus basically that big fight scene, Guardians, Iron Man, and Spider-Man and Strange. No
Okay.
specific parts, just the whole thing. Number 4 is the elevator scene from Winter Soldier. Number 4, I mean, is the elevator scene in Winter Soldier. Number 3 is the Yondu arrow scene from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Number 2 is the airport fight scene in Civil War, and number 1 is the big 3 versus Thanos in Endgame.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
And Teguh.
So number 10 is Hulkbuster versus
Mhm.
Hulk in Age of Ultron. Number 9 was the Iron Man suits gather in Iron Man 3. Number 8 was Spider-Man versus Mysterio in Spider-Man 2. Number 7 was Guardians of the Galaxy prison break scene. 6 was Thor on the Rainbow Bridge on Thor Ragnarok. 5 was Ant-Man versus not Thomas the Tank Engine. Ant-Man versus Yellow Jackets, featuring Thomas the Tank
That was
Engine.
always the thing.
Number 4 is Iron Man versus all the terrorists in the first Iron Man movie. Number 3 is Captain and Bucky versus Iron Man in Civil War. Number 2 is Whiplash at the Monaco racetrack. And number 1 is just the entirety of the Thanos on Titan sequence.
All right. So I guess we can all agree. I'm kind of too lazy to make the Councilmen top 10, so let's just do like the top 5.
Yeah, normally this is Albert's job, but the Albert is
Here.
not here.
For the top 5, it's for our top 5 is pretty much consensus like that. The one that's gonna be there for sure. The top 5 is the Titan scene.
Titan scene.
Okay, I'll just take that as a whole. And then
Titan scene.
what's the name? The big 3 versus Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had remembered.
If I had remembered.
The big 3 versus Thanos. And then what else? That's the 2 that we have most in common. And then what else is there?
Most of it after that is kind of different. At least
It's kind of a
after that,
tie
it's
game
all
for
over the
everyone.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I mention Albert's or?
Oh, wait, here. All right. So Albert has sent his list, I guess, in the what's the name in our line group chat. So here, starting from number 10. If Shang-Chi is not included, okay. Starting from number 10, Iron Man swapping armors at the oil rig, Iron Man 3. Yeah, the final scene. Number 9, Black Panther versus Killmonger in, Black Panther. Thor versus Hulk and Ragnarok. Doctor Strange, Mirror Dimension versus Caecilius. And then Spider-Man versus Mysterio. Number 5, Shang-Chi bus fight. Ooh, okay. Number 4, damn, Shang-Chi is that high? Okay. And then number 4, Doctor Strange versus Thanos, Infinity War. Yeah. Number 3, airport fight in Civil War. Number 2, Big 3 versus Thanos. And number 1, Cap versus Winter Soldier street fight. Kapows! Albert makes an abbreviation for Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Kapows!
Cat house. Damn. All right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. And then Albert say if Shang-Chi not included, Ant-Man and the Wasp versus Ghost in the final fight in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah. I don't remember anything from that movie. But yeah. So yeah, basically that's our list, I guess. So yeah.
We'll compile it some other time.
Probably will. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So we're running kind of long, but we are still going to go through with our what if review episode 4. Yeah. All right. So I guess again we're just going to jump directly to the spoiler for the spoiler review for what if episode 4. So if you haven't watched it, you can turn off now and go back later. Albert, yes, Albert. You better cut it out later. Make-
You better cut it out.
so yeah, this is a spoiler warning for What If Episode 4. What if
What?
Doctor Strange lost his
I
heart?
lost his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lost the sword. Yeah.
there you go. All right, so yeah, all right, let's start. I guess with spoiler review for this movie. For this episode.
Yes. Yes. Oh.
I love this episode. I like it. I like the fact that it takes dark. It took a dark turn. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It did.
It got a dark ending. I like that. You know, it's like they show a universe where it has where it got a bad ending. So that's really cool. I wasn't really expecting this kind of ending from it's Disney kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah. Usually they do happy endings. This one is just
yeah,
a thing.
exactly. So this one is
Yeah.
actually pretty cool concept too. Yeah. All right. And then like yeah, the whole story is really cool. It's kind of like what's the name? Live, die, repeat by choice.
By choice. It is. It is
By
actually
choice.
live die repeat by choice.
Hey, am I wrong?
No.
Yes. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, the concept of it is cool. And then when what's the name? Ancient One split Doctor Strange into like two possible outcome kind of thing. That was really cool as well. And then you
Mhm,
see
mhm.
the result of what happened if he goes evil, things like that. If he's obsessed, I guess. Yeah, something like
It's
that.
not an obsession. It's a
Profession.
profession.
God damn
Profession.
Yeah.
Pull your quote.
Yeah. Alright. Well, what do you think?
All
The
right.
episode.
So in my opinion, out of all the 4 episodes we have watched, this is my actually yeah. Not the more I think about it, it's actually my second favorite
Same.
because because it's like the second episode is still really cool and fun to watch, but like this one is like like Kelvin mentioned, it did took a dark turn, very unexpectedly as well, might I
Mhm.
add. And I did like the whole like concept. Like they didn't like like take the whole Doctor Strange movie and change it a
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
but rather
yeah.
like they use the movie as like the introduction, and then like what
Mhm.
happens after as the whole like episode. To be honest, like
Mhm.
I thought like okay, this is like kind of interesting. They're taking the time traveling mechanic and all that with the what is it like trying to save like I forgot the
Rachel.
girl's name is Rachel. Is it Rachel?
I
Yeah.
think so. Is it? I
It almost
just go. I'll check.
yeah, yeah, and I like me and Teguh Teguh like mentioned like this is like one of that
Christine. Rachel is the
Christine.
actor name.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like you're trying to save Christine. Like this is I like that. Yeah, that paradox. Like Teguh like mentioned before. He said he knows it from Steins Gate. Was it? So it's like
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
paradox where
yeah,
like
yeah.
if this
Absolute
person is
point.
like if this person is like going to die, like there's nothing you can do about it. Will
Yeah,
die
because like
one way or
before
another.
they mentioned the absolute point thing, and they were and like Doctor Strange was always like trying to save her, but she kept dying in different ways. I was like, this is like Steins Gate.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I remember because in Steins Gate they explain it like basically they didn't use the term absolute point, but I guess it's absolute point. Like in a certain timeline, there is an absolute point, and I think I remember slight spoiler for Steins Gate. I guess is like the whole objective was to move to a timeline
Mhm.
where that doesn't happen. You know? Okay, you good. So like, it wasn't that big of spoilers, Kelvin, but like,
I'm gonna watch it, man.
all right. Well, you should watch it. You should watch it because it's you'll see why I instantly recognized it as a Steins Gate kind of
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
because it's basically that whole episode is the entirety of Steins Gate, like the premise at least. But like, so yeah, and it's like it's as the ancient one said, it's an absolute point. It must happen, otherwise this universe cannot exist or something like that, right? So like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
it was interesting to just see how like, you know, like I thought about it, but after seeing the later like appearances of Doctor Strange, like you forget just how obsessive he can be with
Yeah,
trying
that
to
is
fix
true.
things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like halfway through the movie, I
I almost felt like it was a bit out of character, but then as they kind of like reminded us of what he was like in the first movie, I was like, no, actually, no, this is very in character.
Yeah,
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 This
yeah,
is
yeah.
very fucking in character. Like, but yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was really interesting.
Yeah, the difference was like from the movies, like they gave him a much more tragic like premise. Like instead of losing, his
Before in the movie, it
ability,
was his ability of his hand, so he cannot
yeah, his
perform
Yeah,
ability
yeah.
of
surgery.
his ends, yeah. But then this was like actually someone he cares about. This was so it does make sense why he could be even
More obsessed, basically.
more
Yeah.
obsessed,
Mhm.
more insane than that. And I actually do like the part where this is like the first time where they made it like apa, the character actually interacts with the Watcher. The
Oh
first time,
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Doctor
yeah,
That bit
Strange
was also
gains
really
so
cool.
much power, he can interact with the Watcher.
he can interact with the Watcher. Yeah, that was like because like at one point, like when he was absorbing power from different creatures, like the Watcher was like telling us, the viewers, like, oh, this is what happens if you're like too greedy, or like something along
Yeah,
that lines. And then
he
suddenly he
felt the
like,
presence.
yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
who's there? It's like, oh shit, he
yeah,
actually,
he felt the presence of the Watcher. That's how strong he got.
yeah,
Mhm.
that was pretty cool. Like, oh, almost fourth wall break there.
Almost, almost.
Almost,
It was
almost.
an almost, yeah. And then in the end, it
Imagine,
was
so like if he had absorbed the Watcher, does that mean that he would sense the cameraman?
oh no,
And he would
The
sense
ultimate,
us.
the ultimate being, the cameraman.
cameraman. Why are you recording this? Oh,
Or there's
oh
like the hierarchy goes like you know, Doctor Strange, the Watcher, the Recorder.
the recorder. Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, also,
Oh,
yeah, no.
damn.
On that note, the last bit where he's like, he calls out to the Watcher, "You're a god. I've read about you, but you can stop this." And the Watcher's like, "I could, but I'm not going to."
No, I'm not going to
No,
do it.
I don't think I will.
No,
He's
I
just like,
don't think I
"No,
will.
hey man, I watch. I don't
If
do. I watch."
I'm a watcher, not a doer.
Technically, he did roasted him like before that, like apa, like you should suffer your own consequences, like something along that lines. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
damn, that's cold, but like
No,
kind
but
of
if you think
deserved
about
it.
it, man, it's like, man, such a sad life for that Doctor Strange. Like he's trapped in that marble thing for I'm assuming eternity.
Yeah,
You know,
for yeah,
Eternity,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
I think
knowing that he caused the collapse of his universe
Like
yeah.
kind of thing,
single-handedly.
Yeah.
single-handedly.
Not to
Yeah,
mention that the person he tried to save ended up just disappearing as well. So it's like, yeah, he just completely lost
disappearing,
every.
and before that, she was scared of Doctor Strange as well. You
Yeah, and
know,
like even at the end when like Doctor Strange reverted back to like his Doctor Strange form, like she was
yeah.
still like, "Why did you do this, Kidogan?"
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not like the oh thank you something like it's more like why did you let this happen kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the ending he wants either anyway like either way.
Yeah, so it was
yeah.
actually really tragic, but
So
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
so
tragic.
it was an actual like bad ending. This one, and I did
Yeah,
like that because yeah, it is the first bad ending we got, and it was a pretty darn like no winners in this situation. Literally, you just saw a
yeah.
universe collapse. That was the
And the man
severity.
that did it, feeling grief and everything. It's like damn,
Yeah,
gut
yeah.
wrenching.
That
Mhm.
was it's just insane. Is it just me or it's like the story is just like slowly getting darker and darker?
Dude, honestly, man, if episode 5, 6 go and so on, it becomes d- darker, not as dark like this, or I'm
Yeah,
fine with it. I'm totally down with it. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. But that with it is like that.
it's
It's
a
like
really nice change of pace from since we all always know MCU as like
lighthearted
quippy,
and like
funny,
yeah,
lighthearted. Yeah,
yeah. And then they took a big turn with this one. A very
yeah,
good turn, but it was a big one.
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
That
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
terrible. Yeah.
Anything
So
else want to talk about in this? I
well,
remember when we were watching, we made what's his name when he's like absorbing all the power. You're like, dude, this episode should be called "What If Doctor Strange Eats."
What does Doctor Strange
what if
eat?
Doctor Strange eats? Because that's all he's doing, just absorbing.
I like how we're calling this a really tragic episode, but 70% of the shit we've been saying has just been jokes.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
hey,
like, what
hey.
if Doctor Strange eats? Damn.
I mean, yeah, literally, all Doctor Strange did was eat exotic shit. You know, he ate. What did
A
he eat?
tentacle.
He ate a raven.
A gnome.
He ate a gnome. He almost ate a cockroach.
I like how they
He
had
had
the audacity of him eating a bat in this day
Yeah, I
and
know, right?
age.
This
in
day
this
and
day and age
eating
eating
a
a
bat.
bat.
Eating a bat.
And he
Why
had,
eat a
fresh
bat?
octopus sushi, sashimi,
Yeah.
The octopus, yep. He tried to eat
When
that.
I'm watching, I asked like, what's the name? Is that the same like tentacles that appear in the first episode? You know,
Yeah,
I
they
think
look.
I think we can say it was, right?
I think it is.
Well,
Honestly,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to talk about in this one?
Well, yeah, I don't know what
How do you
else.
how do you how do you like the Kevin 11 transformation for Doctor Strange?
Kevin 11 transformation.
Honestly, okay. I think when it first happened, it's when after he absorbed like the devil-looking dude, right?
Yeah, he got the kind of the whole. He
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
look
and he
like
got the
who
horns.
is Mephisto?
Yeah, I was like, dude, Loki, he looks like Mephisto. I didn't know that it was just because he absorbed it, he kind of like takes their form for like a few seconds. I thought that like they're gonna make it so that in this universe, this is how Mephisto came to be, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
I was
I thought.
thinking of
That's
that
how
too.
I thought it was gonna go, but then nah, it turned
Yeah.
out it was just I eat.
I
I eat.
gluten, gluttony. But yeah. What else is there to talk about?
I mean, what else?
Mm, I don't know.
Oh, we were doing a whole fucking list of fight scenes. So how was the fight in that?
How's the
How was
fight
the fight
in
in this
there?
one?
It was okay, I guess.
And to be
Magic
honest,
fight.
it was so standard. We were
It
more
was okay.
focused on the story than it was on the
This,
actual action.
the story. Yeah. Like, we keep repeating. It's really good.
Yeah, but then like it's like we were a bit confused at one point. It's like, wait, did it just like did this ever happen or what? Like, cause there's another because it did diverge midway.
Yeah, I
Like
know, right?
one
Yeah,
side
At
like
first,
yeah,
I
yeah.
got more
at first I
sense.
thought when goes back to what's the name, Doctor Strange, kind of sitting down, like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I was like, wait, was that all in imagination?
Yeah. Then turns out, oh wait, no, it's two timelines in
In
one
It's like
one,
timeline.
two timeline
Timeline
in one.
in
Two
one.
buy
in one.
one get one free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and collapse the universe at the same time.
hmm
So
But
yeah,
yeah,
that was
that
interesting.
was tragic.
No, I
And
didn't I didn't I didn't expect the good Doctor Strange to actually
to
lose, and
lose,
then
right? Yeah,
yeah,
I
and
was.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I thought, true to Disney fashion, like, the good always win.
the
Nope,
also
I
know
guess not.
Yeah,
Not always.
even after good Doctor Strange got nom-nommed, I kind of expected like because they became one again, like the good side would kind of like make a
Take
conflict
over.
inside it.
yeah
Yeah,
would
yeah.
take over or something like that.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
no, he just no,
he just nom.
he just nom
he
nom
just no.
he just nom
Yeah,
nom the good one, and then oh, there you go, end of world.
end of world. Yeah.
Damn, so
So
dark, but I like it.
yeah, yeah. Man, I can't wait for the. I don't know, man. Honestly, what if series so far has been kind of like.
Very
No,
interesting.
it's not like, it's not like an increasing like woo. It's kind of like, okay, up in the episode 2, and then kind of down again on episode 3.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
the
yeah,
episode 4 is up again.
Mhm.
yeah. It's been like that. Yeah, it's like it was down, up,
Then
and
episode 3 is kind of down again. Then this one's up again.
I
So
was
expect
predicting.
episode 5 to go down again.
But what if it didn't? What if it went even higher? Wow. Like
Wow.
actually topping Doctor Strange would actually be pretty darn hard. That was actually very solid. I still find like the second episode just like it
The
more
second
because
episode
it's
was fun.
I don't know, man.
it
I'm
was
still
fun. It was
looking
more
forward to the one where what's his name? Um, Killmonger saved Tony Stark.
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah
yeah.
yeah.
I'm still really looking forward to that one. I don't know. I just feel that one's promising.
Yeah, to be
Alright.
honest, it looks more military orientated, but I don't know. Do
Which
you
is,
know what the
right
next?
up my alley.
Yeah. Do you know what the next episode is, or is there like no?
I don't think there's
I don't
anything
think
about
so.
it yet.
Yeah, they don't tell you to
Honestly,
like.
like when I saw the title of the episode, well, not the title and the description, I actually thought that this was gonna be the zombie one that that we saw in the trailer.
Oh right,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, because like yeah, the description about like did say something along the lines of Doctor Strange like trying to revive his lost love gitu and like got a turn for the worse. I was like, oh, is this the zombie one? But no, it turned out it wasn't that. So we still
So we
know there's
got
a zombie one coming up as well. What else do
yeah.
we know
There's
is
still a
coming up?
zombie one. Huh.
Honestly, the zombie one's what I'm looking forward to the most part.
Yeah. Not sure how that happened, but it did.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So I guess that's all we can
So
really say
let's
about it.
yeah. Oh, so what if Doctor Strange lost his heart?
Bad
Really
shit.
dark. It's dark. It's good. It's really good.
It's
It
really good.
got a dark. It's dark. It got a bad ending in a good way.
A tragic ending.
A tragic ending.
Mm.
Yeah. It's about a man, an obsessed man, I suppose.
This is what happens when it's an obsession.
But
Not
not
a profession.
Not. Wait, no, that's the whole. Wait, that's the whole plot of the movie. Literally, the good one was the profession side. Like he's trying to be professional and protect the
yeah.
world.
The other
Kelvin
one's the
was so
obsession.
obsessed.
This
Oh my
obsession.
god, Kelvin
Dude,
predicted this episode years ago.
I predict this episode's what, 2017?
Yeah,
20,
2017. Wow.
yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Damn.
What if
There you
Kelvin
go.
never actually said that? They would have never made this episode, and we would have
Yeah, that
never
never
reviewed
got
it.
there. Yeah. It's like, yeah, of course.
Oh, butterfly effect. Wow.
Butterfly effect, man.
Wow.
Butterfly effect. All because of Dauntless.
All because of Dawn. What if I prevent you from playing Dauntless? Is that an absolute point?
Maybe that's an absolute point.
And
Wait,
you'll
so
always end up playing.
Is absolute point and a Nexus event the same thing?
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, I think. Wait, yeah.
Are they the same thing?
No, wait,
What
no.
was Nexus event again?
I thought Nexus event is like when something like drastic happens and it just changes the whole thing. But absolute point is something that must happen in the timeline regardless what. So that
I
makes
don't.
the two
Can you
entities.
prevent a Nexus event?
I thought the
Wait,
whole point of the
where did we
Nexus
see Nexus event appear again?
Loki.
Loki.
Nexus event is what
No. Nexus event is the destruction of a world, right?
Is it? Ah, okay.
I thought it's like when the timelines diverge, that's a Nexus event, and they do it and they reset the timeline to.
Oh yeah. Nexus event is where it diverges. An absolute point is something that must happen in that timeline.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
So,
technically, they're
here,
Two different things.
The
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way I'll explain it is like in Steins Gate. This is not spoilers, don't worry. But basically, it's not spoilers.
Yeah.
There's one timeline gun.
Ah,
Like for example, if let's say this is timeline. Let's say the timeline with where Doctor Strange loses his heart is timeline number 2, gitu kan?
Yeah.
But then how Christine dies is misalnya the one in the original one is 2.0 kan, the one where like
Mm-hmm.
it gets rammed from the car behind. But the one, for example, where it's the what is it? The was it the fire?
Yeah.
Where like
yeah.
Doctor Strange never pick up? That can be like timeline 2.1,
Mm-hmm.
timeline 2.2, 2.3 gitu.
Yeah.
But they
yeah.
will all, because it's still timeline 2, Christine will always die.
Mm-hmm.
Gitu. Misalnya,
Yeah.
even if we go back misalnya the original Doctor Strange, where it's Doctor Strange loses hands, that's timeline 1. Gitu.
Yeah.
So in that timeline, Doctor Strange will always lose his fingers. Gitu.
Can. Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
All
So
right.
that's the way it's explained, at least.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. We've been running for almost 2 damn hours. But yeah.
Oh, without Albert, mind you. Without
Without
Albert.
Albert, yeah.
Hey. I mean, we are doing a top 10 and we have to
I
do a
know,
review. There's no way we don't do a review for this.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Fair
let's wrap it up, I suppose. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Teguh, why don't you start?
You can find me on Instagram at tg23399, and you can, if you go on there really soon, you get to see all the shit I did in the Paralympics. Mwahaha. And you can find me on Steam at Deep Fried Tofu.
Nice. Wait, no,
Wait,
it's
not Deep Fried Tofu.
Deep
New
Fried
Testament.
Tofu.
New Testament,
Damn,
bro.
my brain just went full autopilot mode just now.
Yeah. All right, Ariq, go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. There's no story. I didn't go to any Paralympics or anything. You can find me on Steam at Dumbledore's RBs. Go back to episode 95.
All right. And yeah, of course, you guys can find me on Instagram at KY27 and on Twitch at DiscoMonkey027. Yeah, that's where we do the console play stuff whenever we do it. And
Whenever
then,
we do.
I will put that on my YouTube channel at Disco Monkey, just in case you missed it, because Twitch has a 2 weeks thingy. So yeah, it will be on YouTube. You know, put it, yeah, like I always say, put it in the background. Get a few
Put it.
chuckles in.
Get a few channels.
When it become big, can I put like a merchandise shirt that says "put it in the background" or something?
Yeah, just put it in the background.
Yeah, put it in the background.
Put it in the background.
yeah. There.
All right, yeah. And yeah, of course, you guys can find what's the name? The Councilmen show. Why isn't the Councilmen on what's the name?
Twitter,
On
Instagram.
all kinds of podcast platform, Spotify, Podbean, so on and so on at the Councilmen. Yeah, and then on Twitter and Instagram at the Councilman Show. And yeah, of course, right. We stream it every Sunday on Albert's YouTube channel at Jao Movies. Yeah, and I guess I'll plug Albert Twitter and Instagram as well at Jao Wiradharma.
Yeah, you can find him there.
Yeah, you can find him there. But yeah, the live stream is at Jao Movies. So yeah. Again, members, send us, call, I guess, I don't know, review, comment, something like that. What you guys want to see, and we'll probably do it. So yeah. All right. So yeah, with that, I guess.
Oh God.
With what? Why
I
are
was
you?
really tired.
Okay. All right. So yeah, with that, the councilman has spoken, and we'll see you in the next episode.